And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, 51 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
He's checking crack. 38.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 36, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Set, 52 blue, 43 rail. Here we go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Fires the mic. Fires the mic. I'm coming.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd down and goal. Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Touchdown! They making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the ball on the 30 here, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Here we go.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch out. Watch twist.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The final shot before break. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Raiders.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
You better be ready. Don't be
Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Tagovailoa buying time to his left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. To try again after the sack. Tua under pressure, and they got to him again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Check. We got to get
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way.
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Bills nothing. Daniel Carlson picking off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
That quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That ball, D. Let's get that ball.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Let's go.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyron Johnson. 39 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Mike 5. Go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
A gain of 3, second down. Allen out quickly here to Sanders. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic. All day, dog.
On the give, this is Singletary. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Moss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Rolling to his right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyron Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mike 5, Mike 5.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5.
On first down, Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 49's the mic.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Middle.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Blue
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 10.
Got double tight. Double tight.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Left side here to Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike Vine. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Regular.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Raiders have got him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
You're not ready. 44's the mic.
Throwing on second and long. Allen forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Here we go. Rush in.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Raiders.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for 2 here.
What's tight? Tight is right.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 20.
49. I'm here all day. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
58's Mike. Watch the curls. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Lay down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Alert 3. Hey, tight. 44's Mike. Check. Bring it. 4-4's Mike.
One final try here for Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check.
Carr going to throw here. Flushed out right.
Here we go.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
65.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 49, Bills 15. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Carr going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Get ready.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Down. 180. 49. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw his Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 56, Bills 15. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
Isaiah McKenzie.
And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.